I was picked up by two brothers in the chilly woods. From then on, Elijah and Alex were always around me, calling me their sister every day, and sweetly teasing me. Over time, people who knew us would joke that the brothers couldn't live without me. Many even placed bets on which one I'd eventually marry. However, everything changed one day. Steeling myself, I firmly held my lunch bag and walked in calmly. As I entered, the laughter in the room cut off abruptly. Elijah and Alex stopped mid-sentence, looking at me in surprise. "Nina, when did you get here?" They sounded uneasy. "Just now," I replied casually, taking out my lunchbox and placing it on the table. They both visibly relaxed, then eagerly took the box and set it in front of Rachel. "Hey Rachel, try this," Elijah said, smiling. "Yeah, if you like it, we'll have Nina make it for you every day," Alex added. No more touching the company food. So that's all the fuss was about, I thought. All for Rachel. Rachel picked up her utensils, a smirk playing on her lips as she examined the food. Then she let her utensils fall, feigning a pained expression. "Nina, if you didn't want to make this for me, you could have just said so. I'm allergic to these ingredients. You knew that, didn't you?" The room went quiet, as Elijah suddenly grabbed my wrist, anger flashing in his eyes. "Nina, what's this supposed to be? Are you messing with her?" Beside him, Alex's face was twisted with rage as he threw the lunchbox to the floor, where it shattered, scattering glass everywhere. A piece nicked my ankle, and I felt a sharp sting. If I'd known it was for Rachel, I'd have put in rat poison. Realizing he'd gone too far, Alex softened his tone. "Forget it, Nina. Just make a dinner reservation for tonight, all right? It's Rachel's birthday after all." I shook my head without thinking. "I can't. Today's the anniversary of my parents' death. I'm going to visit them." The words barely left my mouth when Alex snapped, "Are the dead more important than the living? If you don't go tonight, don't bother coming back at all." Rachel stepped in. Her voice was soft and coaxing. "Please don't be upset. Maybe Nina doesn't want to see me, so I'll leave." But Elijah and Alex wouldn't have it, holding her back while they glared at me. "Why should you leave? If anyone's going, it's her." But I didn't argue. I picked up my bag, gave them one last look, and walked out. I'd been ready to leave for a while now. I didn't need them to push me out. Alone, I headed to the cemetery, my mind filled with memories. Years ago, Elijah and Alex had insisted on coming here with me. They used to tell me my parents were as important to them as their own, and that they'd always come to pay respects to me. But now, their days revolved around Rachel, and apparently, the dead can't be more important than the living. I guess I should have seen it coming. I remember the year my parents took me up north to climb a snowy mountain. A sudden avalanche swept them away, leaving me stranded and alone. Elijah and Alex had found me while they were hiking, and back then, they'd made a promise I'd held onto for years. "You're like a sister to us," they'd said. "We'll take good care of you. Nobody will ever hurt you again." I believed them. After that, they were always there, calling me their sister, and staying by my side. People even joked that they couldn't live without me, and would bet on which one I'd marry someday. But then Rachel came along, and everything shifted. All their attention, all their affection, went to her. They'd leave me behind to look after her if she pretended to be sick. They'd rush to comfort her at the first sign of a frown. They'd even celebrate her joys, always excluding me. On trips, highways, and even when I was sick, they'd drop everything to go to her, and I'd always be left behind. I was tired. If I were so unimportant to them, then I wouldn't waste my energy fighting for it anymore. Just as I expected, I couldn't open the door when I got home. The smart door lock had erased my fingerprint, and the code had been changed. Undoubtedly, this was their way of pressuring me, hoping I'd just give up. Inside, the villa was